guys, welcome back to KC Farms. Well, it happened again. Went yesterday and we picked up another batch of Cornish cross. We got 34 in there. We lost one, but they had sent some extras, so these are all doing good. And believe it or not, this is the last batch that we actually have on order this season, so won't be long and these will all be in the freezer. So this is the batch we got last week. I'm gonna put them outside next week. They're all doing good. Get this cleaned up a little bit, so I got one more week in here and we'll have it clean for them. But these guys are all doing well. And like I said, these guys just came in yesterday, very loud and lively. So a nice healthy group. But figured today we're gonna head out and check out the donkeys. We have not talked about them much since we've got them, shown them a few times, but we're gonna go check out and see some of the progress we've made with them and just talk about them for a little bit. So let's head to the back of the property. Well, yesterday we moved them, and this was their old spot, and they cleaned it out real nice. I mowed it down yesterday. There's some weed in here that they don't like, so I did mow this down nice and flat yesterday and start getting it to regrow. Let that grass be able to catch up and grow over those weeds, hopefully. But we moved them around to this side, and guys, this 630/12 fence from Premier One has worked fantastic. One of the viewers was telling us that's what she used for her donkeys, and they respect it, and these guys also respect this really nice. So it's nice to have this moved around. We're thinking about eventually maybe just letting them roam all in this pasture. Hey, Marine. So we're not quite sure about that yet. We want to make sure all the fences on the outside are shore up and they can't get out. But so they're moved over here. We've got the Bielefelders next to them, and just wanted to give you an update on these guys. I'm gonna try and get Marine here. She is the most tame out of the three. Ethel is starting to come around. I've been able to get the lead on her, but she is not much for being led around. She's kind of stubborn. And Leroy, I can get the lead on him too. But he's not walking. Obviously, we haven't been able to put as much time out here with them as we need to, but we'll just keep working, and when we get time, we'll be out here working with them. So Marine was actually kind of not letting me pet her the other day, but today she's doing really well, and so Ethel's letting me get kind of close too. But when I walk towards her, you can see that she walks away. Same with Leroy. But never have I worried about them kicking me. When I first got them, obviously, we've never had donkeys, so it worried me a little bit, but they've never shown any aggression towards us. They're just pretty sweet. So let's, I've got the leads on the golf cart over there. I'm gonna walk over and get those. We do have this little catch pen that I just made out of hog panels. That's where I get them in there to try to work on the lead and work with them. So we'll get them in there. At least Marine, we'll get her in there for sure, and show you some of the progress we have made. All right, Brooklyn and I were able to go to the farm store the other day. Well, back when we first got the donkeys, and she had a blast picking out the different colors. These are just calf halters. It's what we are using now. I've researched some things about different halters and leads for donkeys, and many donkeys having problems finding the right ones, but these have worked pretty well for us. We also got a little sweet feed, which we just use for treats to get them kind of where we want them to go. So I normally just walk in here and head to the little catch pen if I don't scare them away from me, and normally they'll follow me. So let's see what happens. Come on, Marine. little shake of the treat always helps. All right, like I said, Marine is normally the first one. I dropped the lead there, so maybe that's bothering her a little bit. But try the best to film this with feed in hands and camera in the other hand and donkey coming in. But you can definitely tell she's the leader of the pack. Here comes Ethel. Maybe I can get them both in here. Or they may both run out when I come to the gate. Okay, we'll try 2 today. All right, I've just got these little clips on here to close this off. I guess I should have brought 2 leads in. All right, so we've got 2. Ethel hasn't been eating out of our hands, which is fine. So I try to get her a little scoop on the ground. If old Fatty here doesn't take it first. But Ethel is easy to get on the lead, but you can just tell she's kind of hesitant and nervous around us. But once I get her and I put the lead on her, she really doesn't move. So I'm actually gonna go get the brush. I like to brush them a little bit before I try to put a lead on them. Marine really doesn't like me around her head too much when I'm with the lead, but she'll let me get it on. So let me put this down. I'm gonna get another lead. I'm gonna try and get Ethel on there as well since she came in, and I'm gonna go get their brush. All right, I've got the other lead. I've got the brush. I'm gonna try and set this camera down a little bit, see what kind of pictures we can get. I'm gonna brush them both a little, and then we'll try to get them on the halter. You're okay. Well, it always seems that they do a little bit better when there's only one in here. So I'm gonna let one get out, and whoever I can get to stay is who we're gonna try and work with today. Or I guess we're gonna let them both out. Well, I'm not sure if they're scared of the camera being on the ground, but we're not gonna give up yet. I'm gonna get one of them back in here and show you a little bit of the work that we've accomplished. Well, I figured it'd be Marine, but like I said, I feel they work a little better when they're by themselves. Maybe everyone's saying duh to me that knows about working with these guys, but we're gonna try and get her on the halter now. Like I said, last time they were in here, I'll give her a couple pets, calm her down just a little bit and get her calmed down, see if I can get the lead on her. You can tell we need to work with them a little more, but from the time we've got them till now, they've come a long way. I think it's gonna take a little more than usual to get her on the lead today, but we're gonna do it anyway. And the main reason, obviously we want them to get used to us, but I want them to be able, when we need the farrier, which it could be soon. I'm not an expert on hooves by any means, but I want them to have a calm time when the farrier's here and not get all riled up. So that's why we want to put in this work with them. And when people come out and visit the farm, I want them to be able to come up and feed the donkeys and want the donkeys not to get stressed out and be used to us and used to people touching them and petting them. So we've got work to do, but we'll get it done. So I'm gonna set this down one more time. I'm gonna try and get the lead on her. I know it's gonna be a little more difficult than usual. It's probably been a week and a half, 2 weeks since I last had her with the lead on her, and that's just my fault. So we'll put in a little work here, probably do a lot of fast forwarding so you don't have to sit and watch this whole thing, and we'll get her on the lead. All right, not sure if that was in the camera. I was about ready to give up. It's been a while since I put it on her. I guess I should have practiced a little more. But we've got her lead on her. She don't think she's too happy, but we've got the lead on, and we're gonna take her out. Once it's on, she doesn't really have a problem. We can just kind of lead her around. I don't ever want to pull it. Just kind of tug her and praise her and pet her and get her some treats. So we're actually gonna head out the back here. I'm gonna try and lead and hold and see what y'all can see. It's gonna be a little difficult, I'm sure, to get some pictures, but she has been doing good, and we'll see if we can try and show some of this. I'm not too sure how this video will work out. So we'll take her out the back side, away from the others, for a little walk. Come on. Good job. Good job. There we go. So we've had her out a couple times. Like I said, not enough. We're still trying to balance time and everything. Brooklyn's been able to walk her, and she's done really well. So, oh, there we go. Stop. Good girl. Good girl. So any tips, tricks, leading donkeys? If you see me doing anything wrong, leave it in the comments. We're learning every day. I've watched a couple videos, and like I said, there's been a few people commenting that have donkeys and have been able to help us with a lot of things, and that's been really nice. So Marine is definitely our best donkey on the lead, and we definitely need to work with the other ones. And like I said, whoa, I've heard when you have them on here, good girl, you want to be able to try and pick up their feet a little bit. Good girl. So maybe when the farrier's coming, it's easier. I hope that's what I'm supposed to do. Like I said, I'm just learning this stuff as we go. So I try to mess with their feet a little bit, so they're used to someone touching their feet. I hope that's the right thing to do, but it seems like it's working okay. But she's doing good. Like I said, maybe we can try with Ethel here. I don't want to bore you guys to death too much. I can get the lead on her easy, but then she's stubborn and doesn't really let us lead her anyway. I've heard someone tell me about putting a rope behind her so you're not just pulling. I know you don't want to pull and just kind of drag them. Come on. Come on. Good girl. So we're working on different things, and I think a lot of it's just time. You know, we need to spend a lot more time out here with them, but we want to get to a point when we have visitors. Come on, this way. When we have visitors on the farm, we want them to be able to lead the donkeys, pet the donkeys, feed the donkeys, and just be able to enjoy them. And we want them not to be skittish and not scared of us, and want them to enjoy our company as well. So I'm sure it's just time and working with them. It would be pretty sweet one day to get a little cart and have them pull us around. Not sure why that would be sweet, but I think it would be pretty cool. So maybe one day that's where we'll be. But we've just really enjoyed our time with them. I'm gonna take her back in. Maybe I'll get her back out again tonight. And you see the other donkeys are wondering what's going on. Why can't they come? But eventually it's our goal to have them all three out, take them for walks to the woods. Come on, come on, let's go back in. Take them for walks in the woods and just to be able to enjoy them. And we don't want to just have them sit out here in the pasture, feed and water them and never do anything with them. We want to enjoy them. we want them to enjoy us and just have a good time with the donkeys. Let's go. You ready to go back in? Come on. Come on. Come on. I bet I know what will get her in. Come on. Come on. It is nice that she's not pulling anything. She leads pretty easy once we get her around this gate. Let's go. Come on, Marine. Let's go in here. Good girl. Come on. You don't want to go back in? Let's go. Come on. Come on. Right as I say, she doesn't pull. She pulls a little. Come on. You want the freedom? It definitely is a lot harder to do this with a camera, so sorry about some of these shots. I'm sure they're not the best. Come on, Marine. Good girl. Come on. You don't want to go back in? Oh, you just got an itch behind your head. Did I get it? All right, let's go back in. She's saying, what in the world? We just got out. Why you bring me back already? Come on. Good girl. Come on. A little bit farther. All right. So just a little update. It's not perfect yet. And that's definitely really not perfect. I just dropped the lead and she took off. So let's see. This is a new one. I'm glad you guys were able to see this. I'm actually gonna run up here and shut this gate so she can't get out. Come here, Marie. Well, like we sometimes say, everything is not perfect and rosy. I'm gonna shut this gate up. See, oh, she's in the barn. I guess I should have went in there. I'm a little worried about the trenches here. I don't want her to end up in a trench. And I don't want all three of them to get out, but we're pretty much locked in here. So she can't go anywhere. Well, that was quite embarrassing. But I'm gonna show it to you guys. See how we get her back in here. Come on, Marie. Normally when I just talk to her and calm her down, running at her probably wasn't the best thing, but I didn't want her to get out that gate. I know that lead's bothering her now on her head. If she stays in the barn, we're good. I'm gonna put down these treats. Maybe I need to use them. Come here. Come here. Well, this might be a longer video than we had anticipated. Go on in there. Go on in there. Oh, yes. That's perfect. There you go. Good girl. Good girl. You just out for a run there? You just out for a run? I'm gonna give her a little treat still. Because that was my fault. I should have not put that down before she jetted for the door. Here you go. Here you go. All right. Well, we won't be editing that out. You'll see that everything doesn't always go as planned here. Good girl. You just out there running around, trying to get some freedom? Let's take this off you. I think it's scaring her every time she would step on it. There you go. Good girl. All right, let's open you up. Let you get back with the people that understand you. I'm still working on understanding you. All right, well, that is what's going on with the donkeys. We have had them all on leads. She does lead the best. And we've got work to do, as you can see. And I really just think it's going to take us more time being out here, sitting with them, talking to them. I've heard people say you can sit in there and read books with them. But I'm glad she came back. Eventually, we'll have a video with all three of them on a lead walking, I hope. They are getting along pretty well, so... We show a lot of pig move videos. I'm not sure why we didn't show this donkey move video. They get just as excited as the pigs do when they come into some fresh pasture. And it was a good video. Probably should have showed that. Maybe we'll show it next time. But so donkeys are doing good. Owners are doing okay. We got some things to work on. Any tips, tricks for getting your donkeys on leads and walking, let us know in the comments. We'll be happy to try some things out, but we can get them all on the leads. So I honestly think it's just going to take some time and practice. So that's how the donkeys are doing, guys. Hope you enjoyed that one and we're able to laugh a little bit. And glad we got everyone back in. We'll check you guys out on the next video.